Okay, so the first part of making a karaoke file is to get the music you want, grab the vocal you have, load it up in a media player of your choice. I happen to use Windows Media Player for mine, and start the song. And if we listen to it, you want to listen to where he actually starts talking and watch the seconds. 3, 4, 5.
Circle to the left, it's a crew.
So he started saying circle at about 6 seconds. So on the first line, I put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are numbers that I will use when I'm tapping to the words. And when I'm making the karaoke file, I'll tap on each second. This helps in making the progress bar. I get later on in the program, but this is an important part if you want to have a progress bar. Then you basically listen to the whole song. Now I've done this already. This is all ready to go. In this song, there's an instrumental after he says side space grand square. That's about 15 seconds long. So I put the numbers 1 through 14 in here. I'll tap them out every second when I get to that. But I have done this whole song. I've listened to the whole words, and nope, there's a mistake. I need to paste. I have that in the heads too. No, I don't. Just had it in that one. But I listened to the whole song, and I get every word he says in the song written in here. So basically, I copy and pasted the cue sheet, and then edited it to match the song. And there's the whole thing. So now that I've got that all done, I listen to the song, play it, and then I make sure all the words match what he's saying. So when I'm done, now that I've got this all done, I'll go ahead and close the media player, and I will open up Karaoke Builder Studio. And I will bring it over here. Okay, so I'll start on a new song. And now I have my templates already set up, and I got one called Mark, and open that, and that already has the settings for the text size. All this stuff is already set up in that default template. Male, female for video output, progress bar. All I use is default and progress. And I have my font set to Arial, regular Arial, and I have the size set to 9. So now I'll go over here to the Word document that I was creating. I've got everything done, and I'll hold down Control A to select all. Then I'll hold Control Shift A to turn everything into uppercase. Let me pause this while the dogs get out. Okay, dogs are out. Okay, so now that I did that Control Shift A to get everything to uppercase, I'll right click and copy. Then I'll go over here into the big white window on Karaoke Builder Studio, and I'll right click and paste. And this is a pain in the butt in here, so let me go back, Control A, hit delete, go back over to this window. I forgot a part to do. I go down through every section here where I had the opener, figure 1. I got a space in between them. I'll get rid of them spaces between each figure, between figures in the middle, in the middle and the figures, between figures, and between the figures and the closer. Now I'll do Control A, right click, copy, go over into the Karaoke Builder Studio window and right click and paste. And I'll get rid of the extra couple lines down on the bottom. Then I'll scroll back up to the top. And now, as you can see up here, this whole window does not fit in this blue window. The last line in the blue window is 1 time round that ring. I'll go over here. I'll go to the end of that line after ring and click the mouse there, and I'll hit enter. That separates it. Now, if you notice over here, now you got your second page. that starts, and it starts with the "You turn through left Alaman now." So the last line on that page is halfway around. I'll go there and I'll do the same thing. And I'll scroll up a little bit, and my way of doing it is I'll just click somewhere on here. That brings up the next window. And the last line, "It's too hot to handle." I'll go there and I'll hit enter to put a space in there. On the next section, "You square through and." Okay, where's "you square through"? Square through and there. Separate that. Now, "Cruel Summer." Braid it and go all the way. You swing through, split it. Sides Promenade Travel, split it. Swing that girl promenade, split it. Men's Star Left, split it. Then Now You're Gone, split it. And on the last page, you got one line. That's just how it worked out with this song. And then what you want to do is go over here, go to every page. Like this next page, it says "You turn through left Alaman now." You turn through Alaman now. It all fits on the page. Sometimes you have, I'll delete this and make it all one line. There. Now you see this line does not all fit on. You're only seeing "turn through left." So you're not seeing the word "you" or you're not seeing the word "girl." So I'm going to go ahead and split that again back the way it was. And so there. Now it all fits. But you want to make sure every one of your pages fits on there. Okay, now they're all in there. So now what we do, I can go ahead and minimize this one. Now we want to sync it. So you hit this sync button. Oh, got that part. Yep. Need to load the audio file. So music 3, we want the vocal. So there, now we have the vocal in down here. So now we want to sync it. So I double clicked on the blue bar to maximize it to my screen. And now you see I have the numbers up here. Down here in the bottom right is a timer. And I'm going to click it back to 0. Then I'm going to turn it down to 50%. So the song is going to play at 50% speed. So it's easier for you to tap every word. Now you can't see you can either, once you get it playing, I think you can click on this next word button. You can click every time, or I prefer to use the space bar. Every time you hit the space bar, you're tagging that spot or that word. So I'm going to hit play. Timers at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Circle left, it's a cruel summer. Leaving me here on my own, left Alaman. Go see your own now. Men Star Left. One time around that ring, it turned through. Left Alaman now. Swing you, girl. Promenade round that old ring. It's a cruel summer. Now you're gone. You're not the only one. Hey, promenade, travel halfway around.
Okay, there. Now I hit Ferris on Ferris wheel too soon. So now you can click back. I can hit play, but if I click back, it's not gonna go back to the beginning of the song. It's gonna go back to the beginning of the page you're working on, and you can start over on that page. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play, and then back.
Train around, walking square through hole. Go all the way, you swing through. Boys, you run right. First wheel, you square through and travel, go to three hands. Swing that girl promenade. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. It's promenade, travel halfway around, walking square through hole. You go all the way and swing through. Boys, you run right. First wheel, you square through and travel, go to three hands. Swing that girl promenade. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. Sights, face, grand square. Oh! I'll abandon and weave, it's a cruel summer. Swing with that girl promenade, it's a cruel summer. Now you're gone, you're not the only one. Sight promenade, travel halfway summer. Swing with that girl promenade, it's a cruel summer. Now you're gone, you're not the only one. Sight promenade, travel halfway around, walking square through hole. Go all the way, you swing through. Boys, you run right. First wheel, square through and travel, go three hands. Swing that girl promenade. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. Sights promenade, travel halfway around, walking square through hole. Go all the way, you swing through. Boys, you run right. First wheel, you square through girl promenade. It's too hot to handle, so I gotta get up and go. Circle to the left, it's a cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. Let down a man, go see your own now. Men star left one time around that ring you turn through. Let down a man now, swing your girl, promenade round that old ring. It's a cruel summer. Now you're gone, you're not the only one.
And there it's over, and it asks you to, as soon as you hit the last word that you have in there, the song stops, which is fine. So I will go and I'm going to go back and I'm going to save this in my masters where I keep all of my project files. And let's see, what is the name of this one? Cruel Summer. Click copy. This is just my way of avoiding typing. Cruel Summer. I'm going to save it like that. And it says project saved and it goes back to here. Now, if you notice, each line you click on, it has these words down here. Now, for what I want to make the progress bar, I'm going to go and delete all of these except the first one. Then that one I'm going to change to a bunch of underscores. And now I got it like that. Then I go up here to the line style and I click that and I come down and I pick progress bar. Now if you noticed, it puts it down here. So what I do is I go over here to this up arrow and I click it until I get the progress bar where I want it. That looks good. And now I know there's one down, and normally I don't have them here, but there's one down in the side space grand square section. Okay. Here. So here, I'm going to go here and delete. And gonna go boom, 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 boom. Put a bunch of them. Might have to take some away. But then I'll line style again, change the progress bar, and then move it up. Now, I might be off the screen, so I'm going to take some away. Yep, and I'm off the screen. Okay, there. Now I'm on the screen. I'll go one more just to make it closer to. Okay, so now I got all of this in here. Then I want to go. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this line here. Now I want to edit. And let me go up to the top first. I'm going to do the top. Now I'm going to put it up here. And then I'm going to go to edit. And what you do is it opens up another window. It shows you like this. And see, there's all your words when you tagged them with the space bar. As you can see, as I'm scrolling down in the bottom right, it's going through the words. So I'm going to go back up here to this, but when you go by this progress bar, it goes by it real quick. So what you do is you click on that progress bar, and then you move up to the top, and your mouse changes. You drag it up to the beginning of the song, come down to the bottom of it, and you drag it all the way down there right before the circle left. Now, if you change it to display, from the lyrics wiping to display tab, you'll see that it comes over like this. Now you got a yellow bar like this. So now you can see as you scroll through the bottom right there, it's going like that all the way across, and then it goes to circle left. So it's right on the time, and I might bring that back a little. Okay. Now what I want to do is go back to the lyrics wiping, scroll down through the song till I get where that side space grand square one is. Okay, so here's the big one. So we want to bring that, we want to drag it down so that it's all the way before the Alaman left and weave. Now we're say side space, grand square, then the progress bar starts as it's playing the instrumental. Then it gets to the point where it says Alaman and weave. It starts on there. That's how you make a progress bar. So you got that all done. Then you just click OK. Now you're back to this window. Then you go to build a CDG file. Now I want to go back to my MP3 directory where I was working at. And it was TBT. It was a cruel sum of vocal. So you want to make it match the same name, but I need to get rid of the .mp3. You want to make it match exactly the same as the MP3 file. Then hit save. It goes and it's doing its thing. It asks you if you want to play this file. So sure, let's play it.
Circle to the left, it's a cruel summer. Leaving me here on my own, left Alaman. Go see your own now. Men star left, one time around that bring you to.
Okay, so I noticed I missed a couple words here. So you can go here. He doesn't say circle left, he says circle to the left. So what I'm going to do is go into this word where it says circle. I'm going to hit, and I'm right at the end of circle, so I'm going to put a space, /, TO, space, / THE, and it already had, you need to have a space at the end because watch up here where it says circle to the left now. If I get rid of that, if I don't have a space at the end, it's got them both, it's got the left all as one word. So you want to make sure that it's going to look right up in this line, just like it does here. And the reason I put these / before each word is because those / is what it, when you tell it to split the words, it looks for them /. It knows that's where you want to split it. So now I hit split. Now I got 4 individual words. Now I want to go and build it again. I already got the same name in there, so I'm going to tell it to overwrite it. Yes. You want to play the file? I'm going to say yes.
Circle to the left, it's a cruel summer. Leaving me here on my own, left Alaman. Go.
But that's basically how I do it. Now, when I go, I'm going to save this project, so I can close this now. Oh, so then what I do, no, there's one more part I do. So now I've got it done as the vocal. Now this is, I'm going to bring up File Explorer. Now you can see here the MP3 is 3 minutes and 53 seconds. All 3 versions of the song, the vocal and both instrumentals that came with it, the no leads and the regular, they're all the same time. You don't get Throwback Tunes is really good about that. There's other producers out there that you'll get their song, their vocal will be 3 minutes and 53 seconds, but their instrumental might be 3 minutes and 58 seconds. They're longer. They might have the vocal might have a 2-second blank spot before it starts playing the music, and the instrumental might have none or might have 5 seconds. So the times don't match. Now, if the times don't match, then what you have to do to make it for it to work, you have to use something like Audacity. So let me see. I'll open this with Audacity. And okay, this one, there's Throwback Tunes has basically, they don't even have a tenth. They got basically a tenth of a second at the beginning here. That a tenth of a second of blank spot. You have to make sure that the beginning is the important, because when the music starts, the music on the vocal and the instrumental, the music has to start at the exact same time. So you might have to do this. You might need to be proficient with something like Audacity to make the songs match. I have gotten music from different producers, and the vocal is, or the instrumental is at 126 beats a minute, but their vocal was done at 128. So if they're not identical, if the instrumental and the vocal are not basically exactly the same, you have to learn how to be able. You have to learn to be able to be how to fix it, which would be a whole different another series of videos. But other than that, that's basically how I do it. And then when I get, so now that I've done that, I've got the vocal. What I do next is I change the audio file to the, that's, I'll do this one, this instrumental one. I'll change it off the vocal and I'll load the instrumental. And where's that? Copy that. Pick that. Then I'll build a CDG file. Then I'll change this down here to the same name as the instrumental. And you want to play the file? So yes. Now there's no vocal. A cruel summer, yeah. Leaving me here on my own, left Alabama. Okay, that's how you make a karaoke file. Exit that. You want to save the change? I'm going to say, yeah, save it, because I already saved it once. Save it again. And there we go. Okay, now let's hopefully this recording all came out for nothing. Wasn't for nothing.